The people hold a convention to limit the powers of the federal government.
It's right there in Article 5.
Article 5 of the Constitution was included by the founders for this exact time.
Where Washington would so depart from our principles
that only we, the people, could cut it down to size.
So I think it may well take a convention to wake them up.
I've been a longtime supporter of the Convention of States to reestablish the sort of guiding principles of the Constitution.
The Convention of the States empowers the people of America to get some things done that they've long wanted.
By using Article 5 of the Constitution, we can pursue reforms such as a balanced budget amendment.
It's term limits on Congress, term limits on judges, and a balanced budget amendment for America.
It's becoming 11th state to call for a convention to limit federal government power.
The Arkansas House passed a resolution that calls for a convention of states.
30 states, Steve, 30, have either passed it in their state legislature or are actively considering it. So there is a pathway to that number.
This literally nothing like this has been done in American history.
And so this is the last chance I think we the people have to get back control of the constitutional reins of our republic.
Inspire them to make sure that we pass on a better America.
That is the next revolution we need.
Tomorrow we're going to work to make sure that we add the 13th, 14th, 15th, all the way up to the 34th state.
A year, 10 years, 100 years, whatever it takes.
If the federal government won't do it, then we will.
Who's ready for a revolution? It's time for a revolution. Look, now you might have watched that video and wonder, a Lamborghini and a revolution. What the heck could those two things have in common? Well, here's the point. That Lamborghini represents your share of the federal debt. So what I want to know is, do you want your share of the federal debt or do you want a Lamborghini? Here's what we want. I want every person in this audience to have the absolute ability, because you already have the God-given right, to achieve whatever you want in the United States of America. Who believes we have a God-given right to achieve our dreams in America? Maybe your dream is a Lamborghini, maybe it's a big house on the hill, maybe it's doing incredible charity, but today the federal government is in your face and they are preventing you from achieving those dreams. Bernie Marcus founded Home Depot. He said today he could not found that company. You could not found that company because of federal government regulations. How many of you like big government and big regulation? How many of you want the government out of your faces? Absolutely. You know, we heard Ben Shapiro, Mark Levin, Charlie himself say that this is the way to save the nation. Here's the deal. Back in 1787, the founders told us there was a disaster coming. Not because they were paranoid, not because they were negative, but because they understood human nature. Human nature is when you centralize government, it grows. Am I right? And it has grown, and they have exceeded the bounds of the Constitution, and frankly, there is literally only one way to fix it, and that way is to call a convention of states. When 34 states get together, we can get in convention, and we can get our hands around the throat of the federal government, and we can choke it down to size. How's that sound? All right, so here's the deal. If you text to 797979, text Lambo to that number, you can come sit in that Lamborghini sitting out there. It's a $356,000 car that represents roughly your share of the federal debt. Take a picture, burn that into your memory, because it's your God-given right to achieve that if you want it. Do you want it? I want it for you. Okay, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm kind of an old guy, right? I'm 57 years old. This is really going to be up to you guys to volunteer and to participate. And so what I'm going to do is what all us old people should do, which is I'm going to turn the mantle over to you, because it's up to you guys. And I'm about to bring up two people who are really important in our organization, young people just like you working full-time for the organization. So it is my honor and my privilege to bring up McKenna Dahlmeyer and to bring up Weston Boardman.
Oh my goodness. How we doing, TPUSA? My name is Weston Boardman. I'm the intern coordinator for the Convention of States project.
My name is McKenna Dahlmeyer, and I started out as an intern with Convention of States, and now I work in their external relations department.
So right now, I'm a senior at Hillsdale College, studying, liberty, truth, pursuing the good, all that good stuff. And I wanted to serve my nation the best way that I could. But the reality dawned on me. DC politicians, lobbyists, bureaucrats, they don't give a crap about any of us. Does anyone else agree with that? Who here agrees with that? So I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to serve my nation, serve my countrymen. So I decided to do two things. The first is I decided to pursue a commission in the United States Marine Corps. Any Marines out there? Raise your hand. Any Marines? There we go. Hoorah! Hey, let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. Thank you for serving. Any other servicemen or women out there? Woo! There we go. Hey, let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. I plan to accept my commission in May of 2020. But that wasn't enough for me. I knew that I had to do something more. And so I joined Convention of States. They gave me a real stake in the future of our nation. I wanted to make a change. I wanted to fight the swamp every single day, including today here with all of you here at TPUSA. And so I also knew that after learning about Convention of States and the good work that they do, I'm not going to have a constitution. None of us are going to have a constitution to support and defend if we do not use Article 5. This is the second revolution. Except this time, it's without bullets and bloodshed. So, that doesn't come without a price, though. We're still going to face challenges and hardships. And McKenna's actually been dealing with all these fights within herself and with others lately. You want to share about that?
Yeah, so I'm actually a college dropout. Now, it's not because of academics.
Hey, give her a hand. Give her a hand. She's a college dropout.
See, it's not because of academics. I've gotten straight A's all through school. But one day I realized that I was just being fed the liberal agenda, the leftist propaganda. I wasn't really learning anything. I was getting an education. It was really worthless. So I decided that it wasn't really worth my time, effort, or money to keep pursuing something that really wasn't worth anything.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? It wasn't just the professors who did it. It was the students who did it too, to you, right?
Yes. So I actually had a run-in with the left. How many of you have encountered crazy leftists on your campus? Yes, crazy. So I actually had it 10 times over because I was called a racist and denied a cheesecake. Yes, you heard that right. A cheesecake because I support the president. I have hashtag Trump2020 in my Twitter bio, and this cheesecake business owner on campus didn't like that very much. So she blasted me as a racist on Twitter, and I made a response video the next day because I was tired of being called all these names just for being a conservative. And somehow it got back to her, and she posted it on her Twitter account, and it blew up. It went viral in a weekend, 400,000 views. I was doxxed, actually, by an employee at my apartment complex. I was attacked and threatened on every social media platform on campus. It was honestly a scary 2 weeks of my life on campus. But it wasn't all for naught, because I actually got an interview on Fox News, Fox and Friends one morning, so that was super cool. Thank you. Thank you. It was amazing. So it was worth it for that. But I decided, with all of that being considered, that I just really didn't need to be at Texas A&M anymore, and I wanted to go and pursue a degree with Liberty University online and work, yes, great school, and work full-time with Convention of States and fight for liberty. And we want you to fight for liberty with us.
So, wait, but shouldn't we do what we've always done and just vote for better people? They can solve all our problems. We can send them to Congress. They'll fix it, right?
Okay, Boomer, we've tried that. We need a solution as big as the problem, and that's Convention of States. Charlie Kirk always says big gov sucks, and we agree with that. But we say that it will not shrink itself. So we are the solution.
Exactly. And that solution begins with here, with you. It's not in DC. They're not going to fix any of this. Yep. I interned there. I experienced it firsthand. They don't give a crap about any of us. And so the solution lies with us. We're going to toil and work every day for this organization, along with Mark Meckler, who you heard speak, and also our 4 million grassroots activists. But we still need you.
We want you to come out there, get your picture in the Lamborghini, get your picture with your share of the federal debt. We want you to sign the petition, show your legislator that you support a convention of states and you want to bring power back to yourselves. And then we want you to volunteer. We want you to get involved with your state teams and join us in this fight for liberty. All it takes is 20 minutes a week, and you will be a part of history and change this nation for the better.
20 minutes. 20 minutes to be part of the second revolution in self-governance. 20 minutes to save our nation's soul. We need you. So, let's save a nation, shall we? Anybody with us? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Go to conventionofstates.com, press the button, sign the petition. More importantly, get 10 of your friends to do the same. When you sign the petition, then that sends a letter to your state legislator. You go on the list in their district as a supporter. We deliver those lists to the state legislators. It means something to them.